Here we are, we finally made it to the grand reveal. So firstly, I just wanted to say a thank you to all of you for being so patient. We really appreciate your support and understanding in these difficult times. In particular, our grateful thanks to our two headline sponsors, Hillier Hopkins and SA Law, without whom we couldn't hold these awards. Of course, the awards wouldn't exist without your entries. So to everyone who decided to enter our awards this year and then put in the hard work of completing the forms, a massive thank you. And to those of you who've been shortlisted, we really understand the frustration of getting so close and now having to wait until next year to find out if indeed you are a winner. I can, however, promise you it will be worth the wait. We thought long and hard about whether to hold it as a virtual award ceremony, but decided against it because we didn't feel as though we'd be giving everyone the attention and recognition you all deserve. We wanted to be able to celebrate your success and showcase the excellent work that's going on in Hertfordshire. So it was decided to postpone the award ceremony until such time we could deliver an exceptional event for all of you. The Inspiring Herts Awards will now take place on the 10th of June, 2021. I am sure we will all have a fabulous evening, and we have some additions to next year's award ceremony for you to look forward to. In the meantime, I'd like to give everyone a reminder of last year's awards, which might be a bit disheartening for those of us who've put on a bit of weight during COVID, but anyway, we're going with this. So please take a look at the video clip from the evening.
Welcome to the Inspiring Hertfordshire Awards 2019!
Here in Hertfordshire, we have much to celebrate. The very best of Hertfordshire's businesses are represented here tonight. We should celebrate these amazing companies and individuals.
What a venue. It's my pleasure to be back here. But the thing is, you keep doing amazing things, so we have to keep coming back.
These awards provide a fantastic opportunity to showcase the inspirational work that's happening in this great county of ours.
And the winner is Ribira Wuka.
It was incredible. It was just like, wow, okay, we are on the right journey. It's a huge challenge that we are taking on board, but we know that we can do it. And with every single woman and every girl's on board, we can make that difference. Yay!
Winners!
This year has seen the number of entries increase by 20%. That goes to show that it's getting tougher and tougher to just be shortlisted, and that makes it a fantastic achievement for your business to be here tonight in the mix for an award.
We see a lot of inspiring businesses every day with our clients, and we see it as a way of giving back to the community.
I would say it's fantastic. The whole event is inspirational, and that's the purpose, and that's the name of it.
We won for our course that we do for young people, 16-year-olds, preparing them for apprenticeships. And the young people we change from not having great GCSE results and boosting them into a great career. It's life-changing for them and really for us.
I think it's fantastic that more people know about what we do. We're a tiny charity, and an opportunity like this to tell people about what we do means that we can help more older people throughout Hertfordshire keep warm over the winter.
The Inspiring Herts Awards is a great evening, great venue, great night out, and I recommend anyone makes every effort to attend. I'd highly recommend sponsoring the awards. It gives you great participation in the evening. It's a great network of people and some great individuals to be involved with. Receiving an award is great recognition for all the efforts we make on a daily basis.
For outstanding contribution to charity.
Claire Austin.
Skydive, shaved my head for charity, and various other things. So it's a great privilege to be awarded this honour.
I would definitely recommend anyone to go for an award because it's a great evening, and if you end up with one of these, it's even better.
I think it's getting your name out there. It really just puts you on the map in Hertfordshire, but also in the wider business community.
Thank you so much. This event wouldn't be inspiring if you weren't doing all the inspiring things that you continue to do and blow our minds every single year. And I look forward to seeing you all for the Inspiring Hertfordshire Awards 2020. Have a good night and a good year.
Well, I feel excited just watching that, and it just seems such a long time ago. Before we continue, I'd like to give our headline sponsors an opportunity to say a few words. So I'm going to hand over to Neil Cundale, who's the principal at Hillier Hopkins, and then he will be followed shortly by Simon Walsh, who is a partner at SA Law. Over to you, Neil.
Thanks very much. Well, good afternoon, everybody. I can safely say, when we were together at the launch event at Hatfield House, I certainly did not expect the next time I'd say some words to you, it'd be from my makeshift office, surrounded by my children's Lego. But such are the strange times we're currently living in. It's clear that over the past 6 months, the economy and the business world have been turned upside down, and I can see firsthand that there have been casualties. I live in Tring, and if I stroll down the high street, there are a number of restaurants that have closed their doors for good. And it seems crazy that these otherwise successful businesses have now gone for good. But in amongst all the doom and gloom and the constant barrage of headlines about rising cases and local lockdowns, there are stories of community spirit and business ingenuity. It was during lockdown that many developed a newfound appreciation for their local independent shops, boosting these businesses and helping to maintain local jobs in their communities. Office-based businesses have embraced home working, and we are all certainly more proficient on Teams and Zoom than we were back in February, when I suspect half of us, myself included, knew very little about these programs. People have pulled together and have tried to make the best of a desperately bad situation. But you can see the economy is recovering, albeit tentatively. The government have introduced a number of schemes to help businesses retain staff and stay afloat. Some more helpful than others, as we found in our recent COVID-19 survey. It remains to be seen whether the latest round of support announced last week will be enough to help struggling businesses. If you are not sure what help is available, and now time for a shameless plug, there are some great and easy to follow guides over on the Hillier Hopkins website. I'd urge you to take a look, and if you have any questions, drop us a line and we'd be delighted to help. I've spoken before about the entrepreneurial spirit of Hertfordshire and how it's a great place for businesses big and small. And I have no doubt that it is these qualities that will help ensure that we emerge from this crisis a strong, vibrant and welcoming environment, supporting each other and ensuring that we remain on a secure footing to embrace the opportunities and the challenges that lie ahead. I'm sure that many of you were as disappointed as I was that this year's Inspiring Hertfordshire Business Awards ceremony could not take place. However, I'm really excited about the Chamber's plans for next year and look forward to seeing you all again soon when we can meet again and celebrate our fantastic achievements together. Thank you.
Thank you, Neil. And we're now going to pass to Simon Walsh from SA Law.
Thanks, Breege. We're really pleased to be joining Hillier as headline sponsors for the awards this year. We've worked very closely with them and the Chamber over the past few years, and working together is really what the awards are all about. So it was a logical step for us to step up to being a headline sponsor. Now, I wasn't at the launch event that Neil mentioned back in January last year, but Keely Rushmore, my partner, was, and she looked back at her speaking notes, and like Neil, she made some mention of doom and gloom, and she also made the point that months ago, words like COVID, social distancing, Zoom and furlough hadn't really entered our vocabulary at all. And as she also says, talk of bubbles then usually meant champagne. Little did we know then, or could we have imagined what was around the corner and the impact it would all have on all of our personal and professional lives. I learned a new word this morning listening to the Poet Laureate on the news. when he was talking about what he referred to as a corona coaster, and the corona coaster he'd been on since March. Healy's notes about the launch party both made us smile, because one of the things she said said back then was that so often the business news can be doom and gloom. And it seems, as Neil said, that that's what you hear a lot of now. So it's so refreshing that we've got an event like the awards, which are all about focusing on the positives and celebrating businesses' achievements in Hertfordshire. Given the last 6 months, I think those words ring more true than ever. We've all been on a corona coaster over that period. The vast majority of businesses, like Neil, I've got as a litigator, I've got first-hand experience of seeing that. But in some way, throughout the pandemic, even if businesses have remained stable, it's likely that most people's workforces, culture and dynamics have been impacted by working from home or adjusting to the new normal in the workplace. Now, more than ever, we all need a reason to look to the future and support each other as fellow businesses across the county and celebrate our achievements. It's probably not been the headline sponsor year that we'd planned for. Having been given a fabulous afternoon with Hilliers and Liz Wicks and the rest of the Chamber team to experience what Breeze will be announcing shortly, we know that the awards and everyone participating in them is going to come back bigger and brighter than ever. The award ceremony may seem like a long way off, and some might wonder whether it'll happen at all. If there's one positive in Boris's recent announcements about what we can and can't do, I think it's that what he said about the current arrangements likely to being in place for the next 6 months. He gave us a timeline. That means we can all plan around that and maximise what we can all do safely within the rules, maximise what we can do. Contrary to some commentators, there's no lockdown like we had in the spring. We've all learned to adapt, and we're much better placed now to deal with the current situation than we were back in March and April. For us as a firm, the change of emphasis away from getting back to the office wasn't what we'd hoped for. We built our COVID-safe environment and looking forward to welcoming teams back into the office on rotas this month to enjoy the old in-person collegiate spirit that we all thrive on. But like the rest of you guys, we'll take that in our stride and adapt to support and develop our people until we can get our back to the office plans in place again. So for us, like all of you, it's still business as usual. It's the new normal that some say they're waiting for. It's really now. We need to get on with it. And we're sure that all the Hertfordshire businesses that have entered into the awards are going to do exactly that and make the most and thrive of whatever comes their way. The awards are about celebrating that spirit and all that goes with it. And we're looking forward to sharing that with you and your achievements in person in what I know is going to be a spectacular evening in June.
Thank you, Simon, and thank you, Neil. It's fabulous to have your support. We're now going to talk about, every year we support a charity, and we select a charity that we highlight at various events that assist with our fundraising activities. And this year we have the Brave Hearts Children Appeal, which are part of the Keach Hospice as our chosen charity. And I would like to invite Sonia O'Leary, the children's lead nurse, to just say a little bit about that charity and the excellent work that they undertake. Over to you, Sonia.
Thank you, Breege. Good afternoon, everybody. As Breege says, my name is Sonia O'Leary, and I'm the children's lead nurse at Keach Hospice Care. As a charity, we are the NHS designated provider of specialist palliative care for adults in Luton and South Bedfordshire, and for children from both Bedfordshire, Hertfordshire and Milton Keynes, all of who have life-limiting and terminal illnesses. Our belief today remains the same as it was when we opened our door over 25 years ago. There are no second chances to get it right. So at Keach Hospice Care, we do everything that we can to ensure our patients' wishes are respected. They are given the support and care they need from the day of diagnosis, and when the time does come, we support them and their families to achieve a peaceful death. Hertfordshire is a key priority for us currently, so we're delighted and honoured that the Hertfordshire Chamber of Commerce have adopted us as their charity of choice for the 2021. Research commissioned by our hospice estimates that there are around 400 children with a life-limiting condition living in Hertfordshire alone that would benefit from hospice support. In 2019-20, 164 children from across Hertfordshire were cared for by the hospice staff. So actually, in reality, only 1 in 3 children with life-limiting conditions are currently getting the hospice care that they deserve. The Brave Hearts appeal was set up to increase awareness, understanding and support for Hertfordshire children and their families, and we want to reach every baby, child and family who needs us. I was just going to take a minute to give you a couple of examples of the children, the types of children that we care for and what our input might be. So first I'll start by telling you about Jay. When Jay was born, he was appearingly very healthy, but about 3 weeks of age, he was diagnosed with a condition called lissencephaly. And lissencephaly, in its sort of translation, means smooth brain, which basically means the brain isn't developed as well as it would be for somebody who is healthy. And one of the consequences of that is that the children live with a lot of seizures, they have general developmental delay, and they don't generally go on to achieve the milestones that many children would achieve. So for Jay, it was a life of in and out of hospital, lots of illnesses, lots of problems with seizures and general development, with feeding. He never learned to walk, he never learned to talk, but he was a happy child. He was referred to Keach at about 2 years of age, and over the following 10 years, he spent a lot of time under the care of Keach, coming into the hospice for activities, for fun, to use the hydrotherapy pool. He came for respite stays to give the family a break from the caring role, and then was supported in the community by our community nurses. As time went on and things developed for him and he got more and more poorly, it was noted that really he was deteriorating, and the family, who had a lot of complex social needs, took up a lot of the support that we were able to offer them. In the last few weeks of his life, he was spent in Keach Hospice, where we cared for him, making sure that he was comfortable, making sure that he and his family had all the things that he needed, and he was able to die in a familiar surroundings and with the support that he and his family needed at that time. So he was actually on our caseload for about 10 years, and throughout that time we were giving constant support to that family at the times that they needed it, and they always knew where we were. A comparison to that is a young lady called Ellie, who at the age of 12 was diagnosed with a metastatic bone tumour. It was obvious really early on that they were not going to be able to cure her, but treatments were offered to give her some comfort and to prolong life and to give some quality of life. She was referred to us about a year after diagnosis, at a time when it was looking that the treatment wasn't going to hold things for much longer. And although we met them early on after referral, the family wanted to keep us at arm's length while they were accessing the treatment that was there for them. She was referred in June of 2019, and by November it was becoming apparent that the disease couldn't be held any longer. And early on in December, we were urgently required to get in there and help manage her symptoms. Her symptoms were very complex, and they challenged our specialist knowledge and our specialist care and support. But we worked with that family every day through the next 4 or 5 weeks to support them, to keep Ellie at home where she wanted to be, to keep her comfortable and keep her quality of life with as many memory-making activities as we could bring to them that she could enjoy. She was able to stay at home and be with her family where she wanted to be, right up to the time of her death. After she died, the family chose to use the cool facilities at Keach, where we continued to care for her until the time of her funeral. They're 2 very quick examples and don't nearly cover the amount of work that we put in and the amount of support we're able to give these families, but I wanted to give you a comparison of the types of care that we can offer. So the Brave Hearts Children's Appeal target is to raise £520,000. Every penny that your business donates will make a difference to the children in Hertfordshire. Caring for your child when you know they are likely to die in childhood is one of the most physically and emotionally challenging experiences a family will ever face. Please help us to help them through that process. Thank you.
Thank you, Sonia. We are so truly grateful for the care that you provide for local children at the hospice. I don't think we can thank you enough. And just to say that we've had a couple of messages in the chat as well regarding your charity, which we will pass on to you. So thank you everyone who's putting messages in the chat for us. That's very, very lovely indeed. So now we come to our first reveal of next year's awards ceremony, is that we have a new Master of Ceremonies. The Chamber are delighted to have Heart FM Hertfordshire as one of our patrons And in light of this, I have the pleasure of announcing that John Darren will be our new MC for the awards night. John is the content controller for Communicore UK, the parent company of Heart FM, and he delivers the Drive Time show weekday afternoons. So John, I'm going to hand over to you to say a few words, please.
Lovely. Thank you very much. Afternoon all. I think I'm really proud to broadcast to this wonderful county of ours, Hertfordshire, which I see firstly as the Hollywood of the UK, home to the legendary Elstree Studios, home of film and TV, and Warner Brothers, and leaves in between them some of the biggest films and TV shows have been made, and the future looks even rosier for Hertfordshire as well. Secondly, we're really proud to have a bunch of headquarters in the county, and massive companies who are world famous all start here in Hertfordshire. And we're also a brilliant breeding ground for talent and business. And at the heart of all this, of course, is the Hertfordshire Chamber of Commerce. And there's nothing better than mixing in circles of like-minded people where we can learn from each other and support each other too. And then we hear, like Sonia was just talking about, the amazing Keach charity there. We learn about all this stuff all the time. And then there's things like the Entrepreneurs Foundation, which is an example of the work that the Chamber does. And then we come to the Inspiring Herts Awards, which, you know, I can't say too much right now because Breach is going to do that, but a wonderful opportunity to showcase the talent and all the successes that we've got right across Hertfordshire. 2020, as you know, has been a troubling and difficult year for everyone. We've adapted to new normals. Here I am sitting in some strange corner of my place with my makeshift office, and we've learned new skills like, you know, being skilled at Zoom calls, and we've learned to dress the top half only. Won't tell you what's on the bottom half. And also we've become friends with our dining tables, coffee tables, sofas and garden furniture when the weather was good. But the Inspiring Heart Awards is something that we can look forward to. I think it's an opportunity to shine a light on the wonderful county of ours. I think Hertfordshire is fantastic, and I'm personally excited to be master of ceremonies for this. And when you find out the actual big reveal from Breach, I'm sure you'll be excited as I am, and I can't say anything more than that. But thank you very much for the opportunity.
Thank you, John, and I would kill you if you said any more. But we are very, very excited to have you on board, really are.
Thank you.
So we now have our chairman. He can't be with us. He's actually overseas, but he has provided a quick recorded message that we'd like to play for you.
Hello, it's my pleasure to welcome you, members and non-members alike, to the launch of the Hertfordshire Chamber of Commerce's Inspiring Hertfordshire Awards 2021. These awards will celebrate their 10th anniversary on the 10th of June here in this iconic venue. 2020 has been a year that no one foresaw. Hertfordshire Chamber of Commerce responded quickly to the challenges thrown at it, introduced new ideas and innovative new programs. Our positivity rating by members has skyrocketed. The engagement we've had from members has been fantastic. And throughout this year, your commitment to helping make the Chamber work successfully and become the fastest growing Chamber of Commerce in the British Chamber of Commerce network has been astonishing. Thank you to everyone. Every year, these awards provide a fantastic opportunity to showcase the innovation, creativity, resourcefulness and inspirational work that is happening in this great county of Hertfordshire. The very best of Hertfordshire's businesses are represented. We should celebrate these amazing companies and individuals even more so because of the challenges we've all faced in this 2020 year.
I think that's the end of our message. Lovely. Thank you, Jeremy. I know you can't hear me, but I'm going to thank him anyway. So before I make the grand reveal announcement, here's a little touch of magic from Martin Gladish, who is the business ghost. Over to you, Martin.
Okay, hi everyone. My name is Martin Gladish. I do know a few of you. I just want to show you a little bit of magic using this bit of paper to start with. Do you remember this? Remember when everyone was talking about 2020 vision? The great year we were going to have. Well, that turned out well, didn't it? But we're going to put this behind us. And so I want to show you is this. Watch very carefully. Watch. We want to blow those nasty bugs away. and see if we can turn them into Chamber of Commerce, Inspiring Hertfordshire. That's the first little bit of magic I want to show you. I hope that worked okay. Thank you, Gemma, always a support. So next I need to just adjust my camera slightly for this little story I'm going to show you with these 5 cards. I hope you can all see that very clearly. Okay, this means you don't have to look at the hat. Okay, so just 5 face down cards to tell you a little story. And what happens is this: we put a little bit of magic onto the cards, and you see that although they started off as 5 face down cards, now one of the cards has turned face up. It said Hertfordshire Chamber of Commerce on it, and there's a little question mark because we're about to find out something really exciting. Before I go into the story, I want to show you the other cards. You've got the Herts Chamber of Commerce cards here. We've got a blank one there, and then the other 2 are a blank one there and a blank one there. So we start off with 3 blank cards face down and the Hertfordshire Chamber of Commerce card face up. But here's the thing: Herts Chamber of Commerce didn't always exist. It was in 1924, I believe, that what happened was this. As I said, we started off with 4 face down cards, but somebody or a group of people in 1924, they decided to take a blank idea and place that into the pack that we're going to call Hertfordshire. And out of it came the Herts Chamber of Commerce. But this year, as we know, things haven't gone according to plan. There were lots of events and lots of things planned for this year, but we ended up with a lot of blank pages, a lot of things where people were wondering what to do with all these plans that they had. So we want to get rid of the blank pages, don't we? So I'm going to get rid of that card altogether. And this is what happened. We put a little bit of magic in. We go back to 4 face down cards, and the Chamber of Commerce came up with something amazing. So here's the Chamber of Commerce card again. And remember, the other 3 cards were all blank. But what's going to happen now is that we're going for the grand reveal. And here's Breege to tell you all about it. I hope that worked. Hand over to Breege.
Thank you, Martin. Thank you, Martin, for that touch of magic. I can't believe I've got my face really up close to the screen, always trying to catch you out, but I never managed to do it. So next year will be the 10th anniversary of our awards, and this is such a special year for us, and what better way to celebrate winning one of our 22 categories than to be part of the 10th birthday of our Inspiring Herts Awards. I want to take a moment though to recognise all the businesses who have supported Herts Chamber in sponsoring an award this year. A huge thank you to our category sponsors and associated sponsors who have shown on the following slides together with all the finalists. So watch the screen. We have Business of the Year, North Herts, Stevenage Borough Council. Business of the Year, East Herts, Longmoor Solicitors. Business of the Year, South Herts, Welling and Hatfield Borough Council. Business of the Year, Small and Medium, Chasebridge Wealth Management. Business of the Year, Medium Large Companies, Croft Communications. Best Use of Technology, IT Builder. Community Champion, Ocado. Digital Marketing Campaign of the Year, Intuity Communications. Education in Employment, University of Herts Law School. Entrepreneur of the Year, Rothampstead Enterprises. Excellence in Customer Commitment, Austin's Family Funeral Directors. Excellence in People Development, Spaces. Export Business of the Year, Chapman Ventilation. Family Business of the Year, Ashbourne Insurance. Most Promising Business, Barclays. Property and Construction Project of the Year, Dobson's. The Green Award, Ambition Broxbourne. Workplace Wellbeing Award, Volker Vessels UK. Year of Culture Award, Signature Senior Living. Outstanding Contribution to Business, Tate Recruitment. We have one remaining category available, which is Business Year of the West. So if anyone's interested in that, or you know a company that should go for it, get them involved. And showcasing the best of the best, the Inspiring Business of the Year, we have Hillier Hopkins and SA Law. In addition, we would also like to recognise Associate Sponsor Stansted Airport, Associate Sponsor Wilmot Dixon, Associate Sponsor and Official Photographer and Videographer is Pearl Drop Video Production, Drinks Reception Sponsor Aubrey Park Hotel, and Media Partner Heart FM. The Chamber have created a new category called the Hertfordshire Heroes 20 Award, and this is in order to shine light on those who've shown outstanding initiatives throughout COVID-19 pandemic. The award is sponsored by Easy Build Construction Software, and it will recognise the achievements of an individual or organisation which has made a significant impact to their local community and or have adapted their business model to help out during the pandemic. We know there are loads of you out there that have done your bit over the last 8 months. Further details of this new award will be sent out to all of you after this event, and we would really appreciate your involvement in nominating a person or a company that has gone above and beyond during the last 6 months. And in addition to this new award, we have a very, very special indeed, very magical announcement to make about the venue of our award ceremony next year. For those of you who regularly enter our awards and attend our annual ceremony, you will know that this event was first held in 2012 at the Porsche Centre showrooms in Hatfield. It was a very unusual but cool venue, especially for those who are into their luxury cars. In 2017, we moved to the stunning St Albans Cathedral. Again, an unusual choice perhaps for an award ceremony, but nevertheless, it's a very grand venue and a truly magnificent setting for this occasion. For 2021, we have taken the decision to move to another new venue, somewhere as equally unusual and very, very magical. Somewhere I am sure you will all be excited to visit and be part of our 10th anniversary celebrations. So here we go, I need a drum roll. I am absolutely thrilled to announce that the Inspiring Hearts Awards Gala Dinner and Award Ceremony on the 10th of June next year will be held at the Warner Brothers Studio Tour in Leesden, the home of Harry Potter. So to whet your appetite, let's take a look at this video. I'm sure you'll all agree that this stunning venue is something to look forward to, and we're really looking forward to seeing you all next year for a fabulous evening of celebration with more than a touch of magic. Thank you all so much for attending today's great reveal, and we hope that you agree that the award ceremony will be worth the wait, and we look forward to seeing you all on the 10th of June. And I love the fact someone's put OMG in the chat, and there's lots of chat. I need to stay on to read all of these. Fabulous. Thank you all so much, and we cannot wait. We cannot wait for John to be our MC. We cannot wait to celebrate with all of you and put 2020 behind us once and for all.